The way you see yourself determines how the world sees you. You are the product of your thoughts, and your mind is the architect of your destiny. If you believe you are insignificant, the world will treat you as such. If you believe you are powerful, the world will have no choice but to acknowledge your presence. The foundation of greatness is not found in external validation, but in the unshakable belief that you were created to stand out. When you wake up in the morning, what you think about yourself is more important than what others think of you. If you convince yourself that you are the best, your actions will naturally align with that belief. Confidence is not arrogance. It is the manifestation of a mind that refuses to entertain inferiority. History has proven time and again that those who change the world are not necessarily the most talented, the most educated, or the most privileged. They are simply the ones who dared to believe that they were destined for something greater. When a person carries themselves with conviction, people listen, doors open, and opportunities gravitate toward them. The world does not reward doubt. It rewards certainty. You don't need permission to be great. No one will hand you a certificate of confidence. It must be cultivated from within. If you act as if you are the best, you begin to develop the habits, mindset, and discipline that elevate you above the rest. You don't wait to feel great, you act great first. Confidence is not something you stumble upon, it is a conscious decision you make daily. There is no such thing as waiting until you are ready, because readiness is a product of action, not hesitation. The most successful people are not always the smartest or the strongest, but they are the ones who refuse to doubt themselves. They walk into every room as if they belong, speak as if their words carry weight, and move as if they have already won. This is not about pretending, it is about stepping into the reality of who you are meant to be. Doubt is a thief that steals opportunities before you even attempt to seize them. It is the silent enemy that convinces you to shrink when you should be standing tall, but when you decide to act as if you are the best, you silence that voice. You train your mind to embrace challenges instead of retreating from them. You approach every task, every conversation, and every obstacle with the mindset that you are already victorious. The moment you choose to believe in your own greatness, everything changes. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you command attention. These things begin to shift because you have made a decision. Confidence is not given, it is taken. Those who wait to feel ready will always be waiting. Those who decide they are ready create their own success. Your thoughts dictate your actions. Think like the best, and you will act like the best. The mind is the control center of your entire being, shaping the way you move, speak, and respond to life. Every action you take is first conceived in the mind. A person who sees themselves as weak will move hesitantly, but one who believes they are strong will walk with purpose. The mind leads and the body simply follows. When you program your mind with the right thoughts, your actions will align naturally. Consider the difference between someone who expects to win and someone who expects to fail. The one who expects to win stands tall, looks people in the eye, and speaks with conviction. Their posture reflects their inner confidence. On the other hand, the one who expects to fail hesitates, speaks softly, avoids eye contact, and shrinks into the background. They do not realize that their body is simply following the instructions of their mind. The world responds to what you project, and you project what you believe. You cannot afford to let your body move before your mind decides the direction. Athletes do not train their bodies first. They train their minds to see victory before it happens. Leaders do not wait for circumstances to align. They shape circumstances with their belief in what is possible. The greatest achievements in history did not happen by accident. They were first born in the minds of those who refuse to see limitations. If you think like the best, act like the best, and carry yourself like the best, the world will have no choice but to treat you as such. Both faith and fear require belief in something unseen. The choice is yours. Fear is not the absence of faith. It is faith in the wrong outcome. It is the belief that something negative will happen even when there is no evidence to support it. Fear is a misuse of imagination, a projection of failure before the event even occurs. The same mental energy used to doubt yourself can be redirected to believe in your success. Every person experiences fear at some point, but those who succeed have trained themselves to choose faith instead. When faced with an uncertain situation, they do not ask, "What if I fail?" They ask, "What if I succeed?" This shift in perspective changes everything. Fear makes you hesitate, but faith makes you act. Fear keeps you small, but faith forces you to rise. The mind does not know the difference between faith and fear. It only follows the dominant thought. If you feed your mind with doubt, you will hesitate and miss opportunities. But if you fill your mind with belief, you will move with authority and attract success. Greatness is not achieved by those who avoid fear, but by those who confront it with faith. The most powerful people in the world are not fearless. They simply refuse to let fear make decisions for them. They have chosen to believe that what is ahead is greater than what they fear. Success is not a one-time event, but a series of repeated actions. Greatness is not something that happens in a single moment. It is the result of consistent habits practiced over time. Many people believe that successful individuals were simply in the right place at the right time, but the truth is that their preparation met opportunity. They became great long before anyone noticed because they were disciplined in their habits. If you study the lives of the most accomplished people, you will see a common pattern. They committed to daily routines that sharpened their skills, expanded their knowledge, and strengthened their mindset. Habits shape identity. A person who wakes up early, plans their day, and works with focus will naturally outperform someone who drifts through life without structure. Every habit you develop is either pushing you toward greatness or pulling you away from it. The way you speak, the way you carry yourself, the way you handle challenges, all of these are reflections of habits that have been formed over time. If you want to be the best, you must train yourself to think, act, and operate at a higher level every single day. Many people want success, but they are unwilling to commit to the habits that create it. They admire discipline in others, but fail to develop it within themselves. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain average is not talent, but consistency. A person who is consistently improving, learning, and pushing themselves will always rise above those who only work hard occasionally. The best in any field are not the ones who practice when they feel like it. They are the ones who practice whether they feel like it or not. When you value yourself, others will follow. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how others will treat you. If you do not respect yourself, you cannot expect others to respect you. Respect is not something you demand from people. It is something you command through your actions, your mindset, and your presence. The world responds to confidence, and confidence comes from knowing your worth. A person who respects themselves does not tolerate mediocrity in their life. They do not allow negativity, laziness, or self-doubt to dictate their actions. They walk with purpose, speak with certainty, and present themselves with dignity. When you value yourself, you do not wait for validation from others because you already know your worth.